What secret do zodiac signs keep? Each of us hides something from others, or at least tries to do it. Someone will never admit to his lack of self-confidence, and someone hides his good heart. This character trait, as well as our other ones, depends largely on what zodiac sign we were born under. Aries. Representatives of the fiery constellation often hide that the environment influences on them. They can pretend to be fully independent, prove to others that nothing can change their opinion. However, those people who they admire or those with whom Aries are strongly connected can affect the impetuous representatives of the constellation. Aries often hide complexes which they have in abundance. For verification, the most impenetrable and confident representatives of this sign may be gentle and kind-hearted. Pressure and bravado are sometimes necessary for Aries to protect their rich and vulnerable inner world. Taurus. Tauruses tend to hide their personal life under lock and key. They don't advertise their romantic relationships, even when talking with close friends, trying to hide feelings and emotions from everyone. Often Tauruses keep silent about their financial standing, considering such discussions inappropriate. Even close relatives often don't know about their actual financial situation. Those born under this sign diminish their income and try to avoid a conversation about their monetary and personal aspects of life by any means. Gemini, hiding their thoughts and true attitude towards people are inherent to these representatives of the zodiacal circle. They can show goodwill to one people calling friends completely different people. Gemini often show fake respect for people who are scorned deep inside. The masks worn every day by Gemini just change them, making their thoughts and desires inaccessible. Representatives of this constellation often hide their hobbies and attachments to the most harmful things. For example, their gambling addiction. They just revel in the fact that they are misleading people who are unaware of the secret life of cunning Gemini. Cancer. Secretive by nature, Cancers hide just everything from prying eyes. Representatives of this zodiac sign are often afraid of the evil eye or other harm to their personal lives. It is unlikely that you can make them tell you the details of family relationships, and the entrance to the house will be available only to the elect. Cancers are sincere and vulnerable, so they try to hide their true feelings behind the armor of indifference and coldness. These people trust only those who they have long known and those who have gone through all their thorough checks. You can count such people on the fingers of one hand. Leo. Leos hide through knowledge gaps and self-doubt from the environment. It is just impossible to suspect the proud representative of the fiery constellation that they have such traits. But Leos often get to work with enthusiasm, only not to be suspected of inability or lack of awareness. Leos often hide their plans for life. They willingly share their thoughts in their youth, but at the older age, they prefer to keep silent until the cherished goal is achieved. Virgo. Virgos prefer to hide their ambitions. It is characteristic for them to lead a secretive way of life without drawing attention to their persons. They silently achieve everything they need, so no one can benefit from Virgo's goodness for their personal gain. Kind-hearted and responsive representatives of this sign are used to such secrecy, so people around them cannot manipulate them. In this regard, Virgos often hide their material side of life, preferring to keep silent about the real wage level. Libra. Libras often hide their secret linkings from the environment in order not to cause a wave of disapproval. They lead a double life because they are afraid that many people may know their proclivities. In addition, Libras often hide their attitude to those with whom they often have to contact. They will not show if they don't like you, and that they are against any conflict situations. Libras are easier to play to the crowd than to get into quarrels and intense conversations. Scorpio. Scorpios often benefit from the help of people around them, but they do it in such a way that no one has any idea about the real intentions of the representatives of this sign. They don't want to lose help, so they often say one thing but act in an entirely different way. Scorpios often hide their love, checking the partner for reciprocity and sometimes just wanting to get rid of undesired feelings. In such cases, Scorpios can be unbearable, quirk, and show their status indifference in every possible way. Sagittarius. Sagittarius have a multifaceted character, so sometimes they don't know what they will do in this situation. They are straightforward and able to answer calmly almost any questions, but they don't dare to say what will happen to them in a few moments. Sagittarius' multi-layered personality hides many things that is sometimes inaccessible to the representatives of this sign. However, Sagittarius prefer to hide their reverential attitude to all kinds of occult knowledge. They often trust the opinion of the leading astrologists, look at the surrounded signs, and also know the esoteric predictions. Capricorn. Capricorns often hide their income. Moreover, they will gladly inform about the high ones, but if they undergo financial difficulties, they will prefer to keep silent. Representatives of this sign often hide their feelings, especially in companionship. They value real friendship, but are afraid to show affection in order not to push who are really dear to them away. Capricorns often hide their feelings because of their unwillingness to become attached to a specific person, knowing that they have no future together. Aquarius. Representatives of this sign often hide their indifference. They do everything they need to communicate with other people, but they are secretly indifferent to their colleagues and acquaintances. Aquariuses often just follow their prescribed rules of communication so that no one can understand their real view of things. Plans for the future and personal life also become a secret that Aquariuses protect with the greatest care. Aquariuses are afraid of loneliness, and therefore this knowledge will be hidden from you. Pisces. Pisces tend to hide their fears and even phobias. They try to look benevolent and don't stop smiling even if they feel heavy-hearted. Pisces rarely dedicate their environment to their problems, preferring to cope with difficulties on their own. Merciful Pisces carefully hide their vulnerability and dependence on people from everyone. Representatives of this sign often hide their laziness.